Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to the Unknown Empire SMP. And I'm just down in the wool farm, checking how much wool we've got. And the answer to that is that we've got plenty, and I'm probably going to need to upgrade those to double chests at some point soon. That's not what we're doing though, because there's something far more exciting going on. Because the server is now on Minecraft 1.19, which means we have some new stuff. So let's have a quick guessing game. What do you think I'm going to be doing first? A. Visiting the deep dark. B. Getting some mangrove wood. C. Going and finding some goats. Or D. I haven't thought of a D. We need a D. Oh, doing something with frogs. Yes, that makes a good D. So put your vote down in the comments now, and we'll see how accurate you were. Now, if you voted C, like a smart person, because that's what the title is, congratulations on being too smart, because I tricked you. Aha, we're actually first going to be seeing if I can get some mangrove wood, because mangrove wood is cool, and then we'll be doing something with goats. But I have heard that there is a nether passageway to somewhere that goes near to some mangrove, so I'm gonna see if I can find out where it is. And the answer is it's probably not this way. But fortunately, we go very fast with the ice boats. Okay, so it looks like the mining desert is still the same, because I heard that some of the terrain outside has been sort of reloaded, I guess. But it looks like the desert over there, at least, is still the same. So that means I'm going to have to go zooming down here and go check the other way. So I've made a long and dangerous journey to just off the edge of the world, except it's off the edge of the world because it turns out that there's a sort of buffer of old terrain around the custom world, and then outside of this sort of gap there's then new stuff, which is a bit weird, but some people have built stuff outside the custom terrain, so it means that we haven't lost anything. But there is a mangrove biome here, and it appears that it is like a jungle in that my computer has an absolute death at the sight of it. Oh, it's so bad. Why have all the frames left me? Come back, frames. This is wonderful. Okay, so I think there's a mangrove propagule there, which I'm going to need. So if I get my silk touch pickaxe, I should be able to, I should be able to pick this mangrove propagule up. I accidentally jumped off because it's lagging so bad. And I'll take that one as well. I'll just grab a few of these while I'm here in the lag area, and then I will try and grow some more back at home, because as nice as the mangrove biome looks, it's incredibly laggy. I mean, what I can try is I just like slam the render distance to like 6 chunks or something stupid. I can actually get some frames back, and in a mangrove biome you can't really see that far anyway. Okay, so now I can actually like appreciate the biome. It does look very nice, with all the mud and the tall trees with the big root systems, and I think a mangrove propagule just got flung at me. It's actually really atmospheric in here when it's raining. Like, you can get the water going down through the trees, and there's a bit where there isn't water going down and underneath the trees, but then it's all sort of grey, and my game frames have gone again. I can sort of fix it by just pressing the reload all chunks button, and I get some frames back for a little while. I should have brought the stuff with me to breed the frogs, but I didn't think of that. All I wanted was the mangrove wood, because new best wood type, yes. Now let's see if I can find my way home again. Has Mojang never heard of optimization? I guess not. I'm just gonna face this way because the frames are like 200 times better. My recording then proceeded to mess up again, so I'm gonna have to just talk you through what happened. Well, it's pretty simple actually. I brought the mangroves home, and then I set off in search of some goats. it would appear that goats don't spawn on these mountains, which is annoying. Because I've climbed all the way up the mountain behind the house, just to find that there's not even any goats here, because this is not a mountain. What, it's a snowy plains technically, and it doesn't count as a mountain. This is a windswept hills. You still don't get goats. There are no goats. So I need to explore further in the hope of getting goats. Or I might just have to go and leave the pre-generated world and hope there's actual goats somewhere else. So now at a mountain that's not actually in the terrain. The pre-generated, like, custom stuff is just over there. You can see the border a bit down there. But this is a natural mountain-ish. Well, it's sort of more terra-led than actual natural. But there are goats here. So I'm going to pick up a few. The only problem is it's going to be annoying to get them back because I am so far away. But I should be able to bring them home and then have some goats. So I've brought the goats back and put them down here in the hole. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is to then breed them up so we have more than 6 of them. Because, I mean, I managed to get 6 of them to bring back. But 6 isn't really enough. So now we have 9. But I want this room to be kind of full, because that way we get maximum efficiency. Also, this ladder is not in a fantastic place, but I can't move it further or around or anything because there's this bit blocking the way. So now they shouldn't be able to escape, and we might be able to start doing the goat horn obtaining tactics. So the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to stand in front of a stone wall up on a mountain somewhere, and then get the goat to ram you, and then dodge out the way. But you see, that's not a particularly efficient way of doing things, and as you can see, I'm not very good at dodging. Also, this goat it lost a horn somewhere. I don't even know where. How did you not break your horn? Stupid goats. But yeah, dodging isn't very easy. It's much easier. If you just fill the room with enough goats, you can perform some cheese tactics. And they are apparently all trying to go through the door. If you fill the room with enough goats, when they try and ram you, they are sort of nudged around by the other goats in the room, and it pushes them to it pushes them and they hit the walls at the sides when they try and run down and hit you, thus dropping their horns before they actually hit you. But we just got a horn and it's sing. So now we can annoy people. Ow. Stupid baby goats. Why can baby goats ram things? So now we have a horn, and we just have to get a horn for Min as well, because, I mean, obviously we're going to have Ponder and Sing, so we can have the call and reply, because they go well together. Now, in case you don't know, how the goat horns work is the normal goats, when they hit the walls and their horns fall off, they will either give you Sing, Ponder, Seek, or what's the other one? Feel, I think. Both of the horns of the goat will be that horn. And each goat can only give you 2 horns, because every time it gives you a horn, it breaks a horn off its head, and that's how this goat over here has 1 horn, because I nicked one of them. But then you have the screaming goats, which there's like a 2% chance when they're spawning of a goat being a screaming goat, and the same when you breed goat together, there's a 2% chance. If you breed 2 screaming goats together, you get a 100% chance of getting a screaming goat, which is useful if you can somehow isolate them to breed them, which is kind of impossible. But the plan is here, if we get enough goats, there's a chance that some of them will be screaming goats, and we can cram them all into this one room so nice and compactly that I just get a bunch of goat horns, and I didn't have my hand on the keyboard because I wasn't expecting to be rammed so suddenly. So I just have to get a few horns off these guys and wait for their children to grow up so I can breed them again. Oh, that one dropped a horn. Which one is it? Ah, it's Feel. The weirdest sounding horn. I mean, other than Admire. But Admire is kind of stupid. Oh, come on. How am I so bad at dodging? You see, this is why you just use the cheese tactic, because then you don't have to dodge them. Here comes another one, and here's another horn. That was slightly questionable. Oh, that's another sing. That's kind of nice. Although, I really want to get a ponder, because if one person has ponder and one person has sing, it just works so well. They just go so well together. So I'm gonna sit around here for a while, get some more goat horns, breed them when I can, and I'll see you when I've got about 200 goats. I found a ponder horn and gave it to Min. So now we have the very important horn reply. Yes. Come on, play it again. Just horns are so good. If she blows the horn, you can like hear it from like 200 blocks away. So we can randomly play horns to each other from like the entire opposite side of our base. Oh, she's gonna have friend distance. No matter, I will still be able to hear the horn. Well, I have a good number of goats now, and it's actually starting to be a problem with how many I have, because they all seem to like going down into this corner down here, and then they start dying because they actually entity cram. But I also have now gained a good number of horns, and I've been a bit optimistic with the screaming goat chests, because, I mean, I have quite a few. I have like some dream, yearn, call and admire, but none of them have gone to the second rows, unlike these, where I have a chest of seeks, another chest of seeks, and a few more seek. The feel, we have a bunch of feel, bunch more feel, and we are almost filling up a third chest of feel. Then ponder, we have just under 2 chests. Sing, we have exactly 2. I've also had to extend the room numerous times. Like, it's literally as big as it can be, because it's restricted by this passageway on this side, this passageway on this side, this passageway on this side, and the super smelter on the other side, just sort of in the corner. So unless I want to build a whole nother room, which I probably should do, like if I just build it lower down where we don't have anything, I could build a huge room. I mean, there's no point making it larger than 16 by 16, but this is getting a bit small, so I might make another room. But to be honest, I probably have enough goat horns for a while, so it's probably time to think about making a shop for them, so that I can sell them. Oh, I also added this other door here for no good reason, just in case you want to go straight through into here. It's rather loud in this greenhouse now. In other news, the mangroves have grown, and they have these propagules on them now, and I need to do my research, because I can't remember whether the propagules will just randomly fall off or something. But this one that was in the water grew, and the other one that wasn't in water also grew, which is useful, I guess, but also kind of not. But I'm probably going to get some shears so that I can collect some of these leaves, because mangrove leaves are cool. And then I can chop down the wood and these things, the roots. And then I can plant some more. So I've got some mangrove planting going on down here. I just have a few rows of like holes with water in. And I have a visitor. What do you sell? Nothing useful. I think I'll take the free leads then. Hey look, he gave me a couple of free leads. I'll go put these away, and then we can come back and see if these are growing. Oh, 2 of them have already grown. But like, these are 2 of the... I started planting at that corner, and yet the ones over at this end have grown first. Right, that makes sense. So the mangroves have mostly grown now, and it is starting to injure my poor frame rates, which is always a good sign. And, well, to save myself the effort of running outside for like 10 seconds, I made a passageway so we can run underground for like 30 seconds. This is very efficient, yes. This passageway just comes out here, so instead of this being a T-junction as it was before, it's now a crossroads. And this is sort of the centre, really. Because we've got the bamboo farm there, that goes down to the greenhouse, and we'll probably connect the new greenhouse up to it when we get that. That goes towards base, and this just goes towards the edge. But anyway, I'm going to start chopping these down, getting all the lovely mangrove wood, but that'll be the topic of episode, because that's going to be it for this video. So thank you for watching, don't get distracted, go subscribe now, and until next time, goodbye. Ow, he broke my leggings. How dare you? I take that personally, I think you'll find, and I've missed half of my swings, but he's dead now, stupid skeleton.